Hello everybody and welcome back to Gardens and Crystals with me, Wesley Peterson, and today I'm next to my Scindapsus Pictus Exotica again, and in this video I'm going to be showing you me helping this plant to train along and grow as a vine on my wall. So, to get started with this, we need to move some stuff from the area behind me. This is exactly where I want the plant to be. Then I have a wiring up here at the top where I am going to train along the last parts of the vine that can stretch out up there and give this beautiful effect, because these big, lovely, lush leaves with this lovely silvery colouring on top of the green is just going to be beautiful to look at all the time. So let's get moving some of this stuff. So I've moved all the plants to the side, leaving this big pot here, so that I have space to just push in my beautiful Scindapsus in there, so we can get on with pushing it up onto the vine. But first, actually, maybe I need to unvine it a little bit so you can actually see how much I've got to work with here before I push it too close to the wall. Now look at this piece. She's wrapped it all the way around. Oh, what's catching onto my other plants? All the way around. Look at this. Look at this. It goes on forever. I love it. That is beautiful. So that's one piece. And then there's a piece there that looks like I can actually take off and propagate. I'll show you that later. Well, there's a one here as well sticking out. But maybe that, I might put some of these beautiful pieces in to thicken it out here. And then I've got some pieces that I can propagate. Yes. Okay, no, it's not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought. These pieces are actually all pinned in there like that. And this bottom is so nice and thick and lush as it is. That is just so nice. I will maybe actually put some more cuttings from the same plant around the bottom so it spills over the edge, because you can see the brown nursery pot a little bit over the top of the white porcelain pot, and I don't want to be able to see that. So I've got plenty of plant here to work with that, so that's good. Let's just get it in place. I just realised I didn't put any of these pads on the bottom of the pot, so I just need to do that before. Otherwise my wooden floor could get scratched up if it gets moved around a little bit. So do that first. Maybe I can't get it up again. Yeah, I can. Oh, there we go. Up with that. Just need to go and clean out the dirt before I can turn it upside down, of course. So this is the porcelain pot that's going to go around the bottom. Just need to fix some of these pads on and then we'll be good to go. I didn't have enough left of those small pads, so I'm just taking a larger one and chopping it up. You can always do that as well. So don't worry if you don't have the exact ones you need. This works just as well, chopping them up. It's all padded up. Now I can put the plant back in the pot again before we carry on with the rest of it. So now I just need to decide which side I want to be the front. I want the biggest leaves at the front, of course. Yeah, so this side looks really full and lush, actually, all the way up and down. That is just what I want to look at. It has one quite badly damaged leaf here that I can cut off because there's a new brand new leaf underneath that just wants to pop out. So that's perfect as well. And I've got these beautiful big leaves here, and some of those even bigger leaves are on the vines that I'm going to be training onto the wire in a moment here. So absolutely perfect. So I just pushed it in a little bit more, and I think that is a perfect position now. What do you think? I think it looks beautiful. So now I'm ready to get my ladder and start training some of these vines along the wire here. And I have another wire above, which is where my beautiful Epipremnum aurum golden pothos is going to be climbing along up there. So I'll have my beautiful Scindapsus Pictus Exotica here below, and my beautiful Epipremnum aurum golden up at the top just above. So that you'll also be able to see the difference between these two different plant species, and Epipremnum and Scindapsus. It's really nice because They're very often grouped into the same thing, a philodendron, and they're not all philodendrons. They're philodendrons, they're epipremnums, they are Scindapsus. So there are different types. So it's nice to be able to show the difference clearly next to each other like this. So let's get on and get this vining. So I've got my ladder, so for a little bit I'm going to have to be climbing up in front of it and maybe have my back to you a little bit. Maybe I can do it like this, that might be okay, because I don't actually have to go up so high to do this, I can see. Woo! Just need to make sure the ladder stays there. Can you still see me in the frame? Good. Actually, I don't need to be up that high, I need to be around here. So the first beautiful piece I have, which is really, 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 really long, is this piece. It's so ready to be hung up and vining. So I've got a few pieces up there holding onto just hanging over the wiring so that it can decide to branch out after that. Some of those biggest leaves are now at the back, which is a bit of a shame. But they will probably start turning around. I want this thick, lush look. I mean, I bought it full price to get this thick, lush, instant look. And I couldn't be more pleased. I mean, it's all the way across there. There are two new pieces up there that are just going to race out as well along these wires that I've put along the wall. Really big, nice leaves up there because it's growing upwards. You know, these kind of vines, the more they grow upwards, the bigger their leaves grow. So that's going to flush out some beautiful big leaves along this wiring here so that I'll get the full effect of it across the whole room. I just love it. I'm just so pleased with it. It's unbelievable. I've decided to prune off just one little bit and put it in another pot because I would really like to have another example of this and maybe be able to take it to Crystal College now that I have this beautiful plant with me home. So just one little bit because I want to keep it thick and lush, but there's a little bit hanging down here. So it won't be missed. There's plenty of new leaves here. There's plenty of leaves. So I took off a little cutting here. This beautiful Scindapsus Pictus Exotica. Absolutely beautiful example of this plant, really. I am so thrilled. I am so thrilled. And now I have a cutting, so I can make another one straight away. I'm actually going to go all in and make this into 3 separate pieces. Just going to see if there's any more that I can take off, but I don't think so. No, you know what? There's no more bits that I can take off at the moment. I really want to keep those beautiful vining pieces there at the top and let this plant just go wild. So taking a little bit off, just down there will help to flush out a little bit more in the middle, but it's really, really full as it is. And it looks perfect there with these different heights of plants. And as I said, the Epipremnum aurum golden pothos will actually start crawling along the upper wire I've placed up there too. So I think that was a wonderful success. And now I'm going to take you in for a closer look at this plant so you can really understand how beautiful it is. Now, you know what? I've decided to change it up a bit. I want this plant looking like it is a monster. So to do that, I'm going to put another moss pole in the top of the other one so that I can wrap this beautiful Scindapsus around this pole all the way to the ceiling, and I have another wiring at the top there, and then I will let it vine out. I want to be able to see the full luster of this plant, and it's got some beautiful big leaves at the top there. So I want it to continue that so that it grows out these big leaves. And the only way to do that is to stake it up so those leaves grow big. So let's get doing that. Now, it's going to be really difficult getting the bottom of this into the top of that, but there is a hole and it will be easy to get it in the hole, but it's just trying to get it over and in because this is longer than the room. But I'm going to try it, we'll see what happens. Otherwise, I might have to bring the plant a little bit forward, which means unbinding it from where it is right now to then bind it all back up again. But it's all going to be worth it in the end. So let's just get to it. Find the hole. Oh, it's actually going really well. Oh, that went really well. Wow. Just move this ladder out of the way so you can see. Wow. You know what? I thought that was going to be a hard job, but it isn't. Look at it. It's beautiful. God, it's making me think now, oh, maybe I should let it grow on both those layers, but I can't because I've got to let the porthos grow, but I've also got a vine going around that way, so I might be able to let the Epipremnum aurum gold go that way round, and then let this beautiful Scindapsus Pictus Exotica go along here, up and along the next one too, so I really get a flush of vining from this plant. Let's see, that long vine is definitely going to be able to get all the way around the top and start training on the top wire already. So let's get that up there and see what we think about the rest after that. So now I'm going to stake this all the way up because it is so long. I've decided this is too low down. I want this plant to look really, really tall. It's got so much potential. I want to show that off. So let's get this staked all the way up to the top because there is so much going on this plant. We might as well use it all. And with this one like this, might be able to get it to go along the trellis at the same time too anyway. So you can see here, these beautiful leaves, they will all turn around quite quickly the right way round. I just want to make sure from the ground that it still looks like it's straight, and it does. So what do I want to do here? I want this to actually go around the stake because I've got some beautiful leaves on this piece here that I would like to have at the front so it looks filled out straight away, which means I'm going to have to tie it on myself. And then I've got these big leaves here as well. I obviously want to put in too. They've already filled out the height so much more. Put this plant in between each other like that. And then this last piece of vine here too. To get that around to help tie it all together. It's proving difficult. I'm going to have to come down. I actually don't need the ladder for this part. So what we need to do is tie one up at a time. Leaves here, they're all coming out. There's a new piece coming up there. And I just need to tie these ones up there. But that I'm definitely going to have to get up to the top. These will start folding down the right way. Oh, it's beautiful. I would prefer, if I could, to just get this in under there. So that was all that done. Now this plant is completely staked up on a double as high stake, almost 3 meters high. And the highest point where it's bushy is up here. And then it has a thin stem going around the top of this moss pole and onto the wiring up at the top of the room. And it's going to extend out and carry on towards the window. It's going to be absolutely beautiful in no time. So look how thick and lush this is. And I've managed to bring these big, huge leaves here to the front that make it look absolutely beautiful. So now I'm going to take you in for a closer look at the whole plant and what's just happened here, putting it up to trail on the wire. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell so that you know when my next video upload will be. And I wish you a very good day. Goodbye.